Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to Pilates with Bella. Welcome to the class. Today is a 45-minute class we've got for you. I have a weight if you want to grab one. This one is 2 kilos, so it's quite light if you've got a water bottle to use. So just something a little extra we can use today in our workout. All of our Pilates workout. I've got a booty band which we're going to use at the beginning of the class for our squats and really work into our glutes and our powerhouse. And I've got one of these as well, which are a really good way to stretch our upper body. So we're going to start the class with our feet in hip distance apart, and I'm going to just get you to start your breathing and releasing your shoulders as I talk through some of the things that we'd like to mention. So if you're coming back into exercise, you guys keep going. If you've got any injuries or any sort of lower back issues, please be mindful and come out of the exercise if you get any discomfort. Also, if we're doing a lot of planks and you're finding you're getting a little sore through the wrist, sometimes that's okay. A little pain is okay, working on building up your chest, but if it's really uncomfortable, feel free to come to your elbows or your knees. So there's always options for everyone, and please take the option that is right for you. And we really encourage you to listen to your body, be mindful of how you're set up throughout the class as well. We're not there to help you or guide you. We're actually coming through your screen, so trying to listen to some of the tips and cues that we give throughout the class to help you as well. And if you've got a way to check your body alignment, we encourage you to do that as well. So we're going to come back, have your feet back in hip distance apart, and we're going to draw your shoulders back and down, and then you're going to bring your hands up overhead, shoulders back and down, and then come back. So focusing here on the placement of your ribs, which is really important in Pilates. We're going to inhale, and then as you exhale and you come down, you're going to draw your ribs back. Okay, so inhale, expand, and then exhale, draw the ribs back. And then we're going to add on a little bit. We're going to inhale, come to a heel rise, and then slowly coming back. This one I like to do off the mat, so you've got a little bit of extra balance from a hard floor, hopefully. I've got a pretty hard floor here, maybe you've got a soft carpet, so just be mindful of having what the floor is like in your place. Okay, we're going to stay up in the heel rise, but we're going to keep going with the hands. So you need to focus on having your ribs drawing back and down. So try not to stick your ribs out, because it's actually really hard to engage through the abs if your ribs are not in a good position. So we want the ribs back, and we want to really close and draw all your ribs together. We keep going with the hands, and then we're going to come down, keep the hands up overhead. You're going to come out to the side, look up to the ceiling, and then come back up. So we want to think about being in a very narrow space, so there's no room for you to go back and forward, so you're not coming up or you're not leaning back. We want to focus more on that, a nice release side to side. As you pull that top hand away, you're going to look up to the ceiling, and you're going to feel a little bit of a rotation through the side rib. So again, shoulders back and down, reaching into the corner of the room, and then coming up. Let's do one more to each side. If you don't have a band, you can just kind of use your hands this way, like that, side to side. But that's it. Let's do one more. Relax your shoulders, and this time we're going to come out to the side. We're going to rotate, so looking down, and then you're going to look forward and come up. One more. So if you don't have the band, you're kind of working through this position here. Okay, so I'll just join you guys now if you don't have a band. So it's still a really great way to just release. And we're trying to keep our feet planted, pressing down to the ground, releasing, and then coming up. One more time. Relax and release. Now for the next one, you should have something you can use. Maybe you can grab a little hand towel that you can use to just work on releasing. So ideally you would have a band. If you don't have one available, maybe get in touch with us and we can see if we can provide you one, or you can buy one from an online store. Kmart's got them. So what we're doing here is we're opening the chest up, nice long through the arms. You're coming up, and then you're going to imagine you're shaving your back. Bring the band into the small of the back, and then slowly lift up. So we're starting this class in this position, so we want to focus on our upper body, our posture. Pilates is great for realignment and setting your posture up. So it's not only set for the class, but for the rest of the day and maybe for the week. So just being mindful of the position of the shoulders, you know, tech neck, where you're starting to bring your head forward. We want to keep your neck nice and long, coming up, releasing forward. So thinking of that nice rotation through the calf, through the shoulders. The rotated calf is what I should say. We're going to do one more to each side. And then we're going to come back and just release down for a moment, okay? So this time, let's bring the hands a little bit closer together. We're going to have our hands eye level, okay? So the same level as your eyes. You're going to set your shoulders back and down, and we're going to bring your hands to the front, and you're going to check with your hands, making sure that you've got goalpost arms, and then you come forward, okay? So goalpost arms, and then what the focus here is shoulder blades drawing back together. We're going to do 8. So holding onto the band. 7, 6. You're going to imagine you've got a pencil between your shoulder blades and you're trying to squeeze the pencil and keep it from falling onto the floor. We're going to do another 4, 3, 2, one more. And release. Nice work, guys. Let's grab, we're going to swap and grab this loop. If you don't have, and you've only got the long band, well, that's easy. You just tie your knees like you would normally in class with me at the studio. So let's bring this band, or put this band above your knees, and that's really important. You don't want it on your knees, so really just be nice and safe. And we're going to bring your hands to your hips, and we're going to imagine a bench behind us. So we're going to take a seat into that bench. And then we're going to come up. Now the position of your legs is important and has to be comfortable for you. So I like to have mine a little wider than my hips, and I have my toes turned out. And then as I come down, I'm going to feel nice and comfortable. If my legs are too close together, I find that I get a little discomfort through my hips there. So just be mindful of what is good for you. And then you're going to take a seat and come up. We want to imagine that seat behind us. Take a seat and come up. Nice work. Now let's see from the side, taking a seat and coming up. When you're coming down, your hands are just coming in front. So don't get too excited about the position of the hands. We don't want to get them floppy. We want to keep the ribs back and then coming up. Let's do 8, 7, keep going. I'm going to join you guys. 5, 4, nice work. 3, just warming up through our legs. 2, one more. And on the next one, we're going to stay down. So we're going to position ourselves in a nice, comfortable position, drawing your ribs back, maybe coming a little lower back, and hand to the side of your head, keeping your ribs back and down. So again, you're in a diagonal position, shoulders back and down, and it just comes up nice and easy. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, coming up. Nice work, guys. We're going to continue to work on those glutes. I'm going to come towards the end of the mat, come into a squat position, and we're going to do some crab walks, okay? So hopefully you've got a little bit more room than me, and let's do another 10, okay? 10, 9, 8. Think of keeping your hips, I'm pointing to my hips for a reason. Try to keep them nice and level. That's it. Let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to stay in this position. I'm going to bring my weight onto my left leg. Maybe it's your right because you're getting the mirror. And I'm going to tap. I'm going to keep focusing on the position of my hips. I'm pointing to my hips because you need to keep your hips set. What you don't want to do is this, okay? We want to keep that knee bend in a squat. Your back should be on a little bit of a diagonal, and we're stepping. Pushing the band. Now, challenge, tap. Sorry, bring the leg out without the tap. 8, 7, so you can just continue to tap. If you don't have a band, you just do the same without the band, all right? Let's do 4, 3, keep going. 2, 1. Now, I'm going to come back into this position. I'm going to change it a little. I'm going to bring my back a little more parallel to the floor and have a look what that does. It changes the position, and now I'm going to work even more to my glute. And then I'm going to add a rise up, looking forward. Let's do 8, 7, 6. Hands can also stay on your hips. 5, 4, 3. On the last one, we're going to pause, come back and go to the other side. Straight to the other side, and we're going to do the reverse on the way back. All right, so let's do 8, 7. Keep your ribs down. When you come out, you should have a nice long parallel line. 6 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. And then let's reset back. Swapping sides now. So now I'm on my left side, controlling through the opposite directions. Hands on your hips. Think of drawing all your ribs together, belly button back, relaxing through the shoulders, and we're tapping. So building up our strength through our hips and our glutes and your abdominals. The powerhouse, okay? Let's do another 8, 7. Remember, we can add a little challenge by just floating the leg. 6, 5. So working through this standing leg. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Coming back. Keep the band on. Take a little breather. We're going to just have your hands by your side, shoulders back and down. Find your Pilates position, Pilates stance, ribs back, strong through the middle, and just come to a heel rise. So just catch your breath. Inhale, exhale. Nice work. Now we're going to come down, hands back on your hips, and we're going to bring your knee out for a little tap. Again, think of your position. What's important here is not about how high you get the leg and then avoiding what happens with the rest of the body. It's more about having a really nice alignment, strong through your core, so that you're supported by your abdominals, and that's going to keep you in position. Only the leg moves, right? 4, that's it. 3, 2, 1 more, and we're going to hold it out. Cross your hands and come down for a squat. 8, 7, 6. Keep the knee lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Drop it down. So hopefully your hips and your glutes working through there. Let's do the other side. So again, the leg that is straight, think of it like your trunk. You've got your roots drawing down beneath the floor. You're strong through the middle, and then you've got a nice position, ribs back. Let's do another 4, 3. Little extra resistance, but like I said, no band, no problems. Just do the same without the band. Last one, and then we're going to cross our hands like a genie. And I'll just show you from the side. Squat. 8, 7, 6. So this is my more wobbly side. So focus on that balance. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And coming back. Nice work, guys. Let's take the band off. And we've got one more set in standing with the weight. Okay, so you're going to hold it like this. It's very lightweight. Like I said, grab a bottle filled with water. That will be enough for today. And if you do have a weight, a dumbbell, grab it. Okay, so you're going to bring your legs together. So your inner thighs are going to be squeezing. I'm going to show you from the side. And then we're going to come up. We're going to bring the hands up, and we're going to think about our triceps. So elbows coming in, and then we're going to come down. Okay, so this is our position, ribs back. Squeezing your inner thighs together. As we come up, we're going to straighten the hands. Elbows coming close towards the ears. Like this, yeah? Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to stay, keep going with the hands. 8, 7, 6, 5, 5, elbows are in position. 4, 3, your back should be working. 2, 1, coming up and relaxing, guys. Let's leave the weight close to us, close to the mat. Grab a little water if you need it. All right, let's now come into all fours. So from here, let's roll down one vertebra at a time, bringing your hands on the mat, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and you want your legs hip distance apart. So let's just find our position here with our hands. What I want you to do is open your fingers out. So you're kind of opening out like this. And then you're going to bring your weight into your fingertips. So you could almost lift the palm up. So you're not back here pressing heavy into the back of your palm. You're sort of a little bit over your hands, almost touching the fingertips. And think about now imprinting or printing your fingertips a little bit into the mat. So if your mat was like a memory foam and you lift it up, you would see your fingertips. So just the tips of your fingers in the mat. So that's the focus here. So finding your position and being light through the palm. I'm going to set your shoulders back. We're going to focus on our stability. So we need to bring our left leg and right arm and just keep them straight. We're going to lift and lower. That's it. So let me just move up so I'm not kicking what's behind me. Focusing on drawing your belly button up to your spine. And you're going to imagine a tray of really good coffees on your back. So you don't want the tray to topple over and spill all those delicious coffee. What we want to do is keep your back stable. Yeah? Draw your belly button up and don't let that hip drop. Let's do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's now come into a T and then bring it back. So finding length, opposite direction, and then bringing it out to the side, back to the middle. Keeping this nice stability and also trying to keep your leg at the same and your arm at the same level. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And then we're going to bring it in. And then we're going to curl that spine up to the ceiling and then extend. All right, so focus on creating a mountain with your back and then coming and creating that flat back. So there's no more coffee there. We can create that mountain and then lengthen. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and release. All right, guys, let's bring your bottom back. We're going to have a little stretch through our back here. Keep your hands in front, nice and active, so don't drop the elbow. Keep pressing your palms down, and then you're going to think in opposition. So draw your bottom right back, and then if you want to, drop your head, forehead down to the mat. Inhale, exhale, come up. Let's do the same on the other side. So reset, we've got that tray of coffee back. Extend opposite arm to leg, and then we lift. We want to think about our head position here as well. Sometimes people tend to drop their head and they want to look back to the opposite side, but I want you to draw your shoulders back and down and keep your neck in line with your back. Let's do another 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen, and then we come out to the side. Only go as far as you can. So this is where that mindfulness and having a perception of where your body is in space is really important. Body awareness. So you're bringing your hand in opposite direction, but you're trying to stabilize through the middle. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to tuck. I want you to pause, draw your elbow to that opposite knee, and then extend. Draw your spine up. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and coming back. We're going to take another little breather here. Extend the arms this time, As you draw your bottom back, you're going to walk your hands to one side and lengthen the side body away from you. So you're stretching through the side of the body, and then you're going to come back to the middle. And go to the other side, coming back, and we're back into our position. So what I want to do now is stay in all fours. We're going to change a little bit and work more into our waist and our obliques as well as our glutes. So back to all fours. Now, you're going to bring this hand, so keep it up, and you're going to bend one elbow, and, sorry, it's the other side. I got confused. So the hand that is straight and the hip that is open, and then the opposite, and if you can see, I'm just making a little square. So I'm down on one elbow on the opposite side, and I'm gonna work on this side now. So we're gonna work through the abdominals and the hips, but what I'd like you to do is open your hip just slightly, okay? So you're not here, okay? Instead, you're open a little bit. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift the leg up, and we're just gonna find our range first. So we're gonna go behind. You're going to tap behind the mat. Hopefully you can reach the mat. You're going to lift the leg, make a draw a big circle, and then see if you can bring it in front of your hip. This is why it's working into your waist and working through your obliques and glutes, okay? So they're the different muscles that we're looking at. In the meantime, keep your core switched on, okay? So let's find that range again. We're going back. We're just going to go slow because this is a new and challenging move, because just having that awareness of where the legs should go, okay? So now let's do 4 a little bit quicker. 1, and we want that big circle. 2, big circle. Feeling the work in the glute on both sides. The leg that's holding you in position is working as well. 1 more. And then let's reset. So just bring your leg out. Now this time we're going to do the same, but don't tap the floor. So float the leg, okay? Float the leg. 4, 3, big move here. 2, 1 more, and then bring it in. Let's just reset. We're going to now look back and kick the leg away. Glute, we've changed a little bit. We're more now in the middle, okay? Through the middle. You should be able to see your heel. Kick it away. 8. Exhale. Feel your back of the leg working as well, your hamstring. And 5, 4. Keep it tight through the belly. 3, 2, 1 more. Nice work. Let's now come back. We've got a third move now, so let's reset. So this time, let's open the knee, okay? And then we bring the leg straight, bend, and bring that leg back into the position. You're going to feel this one on the other leg as well. Open, back, 4, like that. 1. So great for your hip mobility, stability, and glute straight. 3, 2, 1 more. And release, guys. Coming out for a moment. Let's just sit back on your bottom. We're going to release the back a little bit. So before we move to the other side, interlace your fingers, and again we're thinking of opposition. So draw your fingertips away from you as your back goes in the other direction. Rounding, and really think of that suction. Inhale, exhale, lift, and then we're going to change the position. You're going to bring your palms together at the back, interlace. Just send your hands down towards your feet, nice and long, and then we're going to try and lift the hands behind us. So you're going to feel that little shoulder squeeze there. Let's do 1 more. Interlace. Back, coming away, fingertips opposite direction, lift. Look up to the ceiling, release. Palms together first. Interlace your fingers and then go to the other side. Nice work, guys. I'm going to change direction so you can see me do the opposite side. And I'm going to come onto my elbow. My fingertips are meeting in a little bit of a square position. And I'm going to open that hip. Okay, so just have that awareness, body awareness, there's that word again, through where your hip position is. Because if you're here, it's it's going to be really hard for you to reach all the way out, and it's going to strain. So we need to open it out, and we're going to find our range again. So let's just go slowly here. Go behind the mat, and then you want to go, I'm going to move this weight in front of your hip, okay? So up, behind, and then in front. And I know it's a challenge, especially if you don't have much mobility through here. So let's do one more. We'll go slow. Back, and then in front. Okay, so let's do 4 big moves like that. Make them big, make them strong, and make them count. 1, 2. Great for your oblique. So hopefully you're feeling it into the side waist. 2 more. 1 more, and then let's go for the float. Float the leg. 1, 2, 3. 1 more, and release. Well done, guys. Okay, so this one, remember, we look back, and we're going to lift our heel so we can see the leg behind. Now, if this strains your neck, you don't have to look, but this is just really a guide of where you want your leg to be, because if you're not looking, maybe you'll just end up here, you can't see the leg. I want you to try and see it as much as you can. So, kick. 8, 7. Your hamstrings, your glutes are feeling it there. 5, 4, 3, 2. 1 more, and release. So the last one, just reset your shoulders if you need to. You're going to open, kick, close into that 90-degree and back. Forward here. 1, 2, 3. 1 more, guys. Come on, stay with me. And release. Nice work. Let's come up into our kneeling position. We're going to have a little stretch and release here. So knees are touched, shoulders back and down. We're going to think like an aeroplane. So aeroplane arms, strong through the middle. We're still working through our obliques as well. So release, inhale. You're going to look up to the ceiling. So you need to come out to the side a little bit first. Reach up. Hopefully you can find the floor, and then you're reaching. That's the most important bit, is reaching and lengthening through here. If you don't find the floor, don't worry about it. Don't try to come all the way down, because you can see this changes the position. You need to stay more open, and then we come up. So inhale, exhale, reach, find the floor if it's available to you, but keep reaching and lengthening. Inhale, exhale. So this is today slightly different Pilates sort of routine I wanted to show you. So more than just being, Pilates is more than just laying on the floor working through your core. We want to focus on different types of movements, creating mobility and stability. All right, let's go. Inhale. This time can we reach a little and then come up. So really lengthening through the side, coming up. And 1 more to each side. Hopefully you're staying relaxed through your neck. Okay, no tension through the neck. We don't want tension there, because we already probably have a bit of a stick neck from all that computer work. So shoulders back and down, we're going to add on. So this time we come out to the side. We're going to draw the leg out. So you're going to have your hip in line with your knee. And I like to bring my hand back here. Keep your hips facing forward, okay? We're going to flex the foot now, so working into the glutes again. Set your abdominals. You're going to bring it forward and back. A bit glute heavy this session, so that we've got a nice bottom to support our movements through the back and our abdominals, okay? So it's not there just to look good in a bikini, but to focus really our attention on strengthening the glute muscle to provide support to our back. And let's do another 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And then we're going to do a little reach, okay? So bring your hand out, you're going to draw the leg up, drop it 3/4 of the way, and then pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, bend the knee, and let's come up. Reset, shoulders back and down, other side. So Bring the hand behind, chest forward, hips forward. Again, knees are stacked under the hip and hand. We also want to just think about that hand and don't feel quite heavy in it. Instead, light through that hand and we lift. Flex. You want that to be in line with your hip. So Pilates is all about alignment as well, finding that technique. So we're not just practicing our Pilates, it's perfect practice we're looking for. Keep that core set. Let's do another. 4, 3, 2, one more. And then you're going to bring the hand out. You're going to bring it up and lower. Think like a little pump. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop and come up. Nice work, guys. We're going to have a little stretch, hips and glutes. So face your mat now if you haven't done so already. And you're going to bring one leg out. We're going to tuck your tail under. So tuck it under, feel that length across the front. And we're going to come down. So keep tucking. This hand comes up. And then you're going to lengthen, look up to the ceiling. And then send the hand on a little diagonal line away from you. So kind of going behind, towards the back of the room. Let's come out. Come up, flick your toes, flex your foot without moving your pelvis. So stable through the pelvis, you're going to lean over that front leg. And if it's available to lean towards your thigh and lengthen them. Coming up, swapping sides. So tuck the tail under the other side, reach your hips forward, find that length and then we bring that hand up. And we're just going straight first, so no diagonal twisting yet. And then once you've found your position, draw it away from you. And that allows you to move a little further through that hip flexor and get a side stretch there. Coming back, flick your toe, or you can keep your toes relaxed and just lean over that front leg. Up. Alright guys, we're going to come back into all fours. Lots of wrists today. We're going to do just one little set of our planks before we move onto the floor and finish the class. So shoulders back and down. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Flick your toes under and you're going to hover your knees and stable through your back. So that cup of coffee or that tray of coffee is back on your back. Back on your back. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Belly button. Maintain that stability. Okay, we're going to add on. We're going to get you to step back one at a time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Stay in the hover and come into a little pipe. So from here, we're going to look back towards your feet and you're going to walk them back away from you, giving you a little bit more space for your full plank. Shoulders back and down, you're going to draw your heels down one at a time. You're going to feel it through the bottom of your legs, and if you're doing a little walking like me, and I think like a lot of people, you're going to feel your hamstrings and your calves there. Alright, from here, we're going to come to a heel rise, knee hover first. Okay, so we're going back to the knee hover, and then we're going to lift. Inhale, exhale, 1. Have a look at the hinge that we're working with in your shoulders. So 4, 3, 2, one more. And then we're going to come over your hands for your full plank here. Maybe adjust your hands a little bit. Hold it here for 8, 7, 6. Tuck your tail under. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. Alright, this time we're going to come back into the plank and we're going to add on left step and a right step. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done, guys. Let's take a seat on the floor. And we're going to finish laying on the floor, working through our core. I want to start with your feet and hip distance apart, hands behind your shoulders. We're going to lift. When you lift, you're going to bring your bottom rib to your hip. You're shortening the distance to work through your abs. Try not to flare your ribs. Let's do 8 more. 7, 6. We're going to add on. So alternating legs. 6 like that. 1, 2, 3. Nice work. 2 more. On the last one, we're going to pause here. We're going to pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5. So one leg is down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now from here, stay. You're going to move your shoulder to this opposite knee. 8. Stay connected to the mat with your pelvis. Another 6, 5, 4. So have a look. I'm not coming down. I want you to try and stay off your shoulders and think of the side of your ribs and your abs moving across. That's how those obliques work. 2. 1 more. We're going to bring that leg down and we're going to go just for the straight one. So you're not moving in a diagonal. Another 8, 7. Exhale on the way up. 6. Keep your neck relaxed. Your chin is off the chest, so we're not letting the chin come down. Another 4, 3, 2. And then let's go on a diagonal. 8. Stay off the shoulders. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And coming back. We're going to do the hundreds, a variation of the hundreds where we're going to focus on our breath today. So instead of counting it 1, 2, 3, I want you to just inhale in your own time and exhale in your own time, and that will count as 1 set. So we're doing 10. Okay, so let's find our hundreds, level 1. Inhale. And really focus on a deep inhalation, and then exhale. Exhale as much as you can. So that's your challenge today, is trying to think a little differently and focus more on your own breath. Okay, let's add on. Inhale. As you exhale, draw your belly button back. We're going to do one leg. Inhale. Exhale. Bring that leg back. We've done 4 sets. Inhale. So nice and relaxed. Exhale. Can we do both legs? Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 4 more. Now remember, you can take as many options as you need. Like I've given you lots of variations here. So legs, 1 leg. Take the option that feels right to you. Let's do 3 more rounds. Inhale. Find a little bit more height. Draw the shoulders forward. 2 more. So really focusing on your own breath, your own connection. Last one. And then we're going to bring your knees in and just roll your knees from one side to the other. We're going to finish with a little bit of a release for your upper back. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay on your side. You're going to have your knees in front of your hips, and we're going to have your hands in this position, okay? So hands behind, and you're kind of getting your elbows to come together, and this is really focusing on that rib, drawing the ribs back, keeping your knees as open as you can. So we're coming back, look up, and then drawing back. What we're focusing on here is trying to not move as we move the upper body, okay? So this one is a slow movement. The more we do them, so with each count, you want to be able to come out a little bit further. You're going to feel your ribs drawing down. Looking up and releasing. Let's do 4 more. 2. So still quite strong through the abs there. 3, 2. On the last one, what we're going to do is we're going to release all the way down and see if we can get our opposite shoulder down towards the mat, and then we're going to bring the hand back, one palm onto the other. Okay, so we're going to make it a little bit bigger now. Release and come back. Inhale. This one also feels nice with a little bit of a pillow underneath. And one I'd like to do towards the end of my day to really make sure I don't have any tightness in my back or my front. Okay, so you're opening the shoulders up. One more time. And then we're going to do the other side. So I'm going to come up. You guys just change sides. And then I'm going to change directions in this way. Again, knees in front, and I'm going to interlace and I'm going to open like that. So I'm trying to keep myself on the side body, think about the ribs. Open and close. So you're cradling the back of your head. Let's do 4 more here. I'm conscious of time. So 2 more, and then we're going to do the full release. Okay, so hands on top. If you've got that little pillow, bring your back, bring your head up a little is fine, and look back. So follow your fingertips. Inhale, exhale. This is a great one for your lower back as well. So opening, releasing that tension in the side. 2 more. And on the last one, guys, you're going to come to your elbow. We're going to lift up, and we're going to just finish in our mermaid sitting position. Take a deep breath in and release. Hopefully you're feeling nice and relaxed. Let's swap the direction of our legs. We're just doing 1 to each side, and if you like this position, after I finish the class, you can just enjoy this moment and do a few more in your own time, guys. All right, well done for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you again on Wednesday and again on Friday for a stretch class, core and stretch, we call that one. So if you have any feedback, I'd love to hear from you. My name is Bella. Enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy the rest of your week as well.